Hi, and welcome to Dynamic Tennis Method. Today we're going to be talking about whether or not it's a good idea to string your own tennis rackets. So as you can probably tell from the racket string on my right, I am a believer in stringing your own rackets. And today I'm going to be taking you through a list of reasons why stringing your rackets is a great idea. Reason number one, it saves money. When you bring your racket in to be strung, chances are you're getting charged between $30 to $50 for that job. The strings for that same job range between $5 and $15. If you get your racket strung 4 or 5 times in a year, that's going to be over $100 a year in just the savings alone on your racket. If you were to string your racket the ideal number of times, which is perhaps once every month or two, you're going to end up spending $300 to $500 on just professional stringing. And if you do it yourself, you're going to be reducing that to probably $100 or less per year. Reason number two for stringing your own racket, customization options. Now, when I'm stringing my own racket, I'm able to use a variety of different strings and try out different combinations, tensions, and even approaches to stringing the racket that may or may not change the way the racket feels when I play. Now, these are things that not only enhance my knowledge as a tennis player, but it allows me to keep track of my own process so that I can find that perfect string combination and tension that I may not be able to get simply by dropping it off at a store and getting it back as quick as possible. In this process of learning how to string for myself, I found a combination that I can't even describe to you how good it feels. It's such a definitive, amazing feel on contact that there's no doubt in my mind that the experience of tennis improves. Not only do you play better and with more confidence, it just feels awesome. Highly recommended. Reason number three, quality control. Chances are when you bring your racket in to be strung professionally, especially if you go to a big chain store or even a place that does a lot of volume, they're going to be trying to string your racket as quickly as possible so that they make as much money as possible. Now, whether you're talking about a home-cooked meal or building your own cabinet, anything you do yourself, you're more likely to do it better and with more care and love than if someone else does it for you. Reason number four for stringing your own racket, it's convenient. If I break my string and this racket stringing place is closed or far away or has a delay, I may not see my racket for days, even a week, maybe more. But if I have my stringer, I just open it up, string my racket, and I'm good. Reason number five, it's easy. Learning how to string a racket is not as hard as you might think. I mean, it may look a little bit intimidating when you first behold the whole contraption and everything, but once you kind of get the basics on how to do it, it's really quite easy to pick up. And then once you get the hang of a couple of them, really it just becomes a question of how fast and efficiently and accurately you can do the job. And that's actually a very stimulating process. So the final reason why you may want to consider stringing your own racket is that it's fun. The basics of stringing your own tennis racket are relatively straightforward. And then once you kind of get the hang of it, the process of stringing, whether it's tensioning the main strings or learning how to weave the crosses, becomes this refining process that you can really get into. I personally get a lot of satisfaction just from the act of stringing the racket, as well as trying to continually improve my technique, improve my accuracy, and improve my speed. I personally love it. I love being asked to string rackets for my friends, and I love coming up with new innovative ways of stringing my own rackets to get the optimal performance. And I'll actually be sharing a couple of those innovations with you in future videos. So that's it. Those are the 6 reasons why you may want to consider stringing your own racket. Don't be afraid of picking up your own racket stringer and jumping in. You can get one for under $200, and then once you have that process, you never need to bring your racket in again.